Ah, yes, the classic company Rotations Per Minute International. That's a joke. I highly doubt RPM stands for rotations per minute. I mean, it does, but not in the sense of this company. Or, maybe it does. Maybe they make things that rotate. I don't know. Again, these are random. Watch me scroll down and see the description, and it's like they make wheels or something. I wonder. This is interesting. I don't usually pay attention to this because I don't really care what analysts think all that much. Especially if they're kind of faceless and nameless. But something must have happened to them in July because suddenly a whole lot more people started covering ratings of this stock, and not seeing any underperforms. I'm not seeing any sales. There's a few more holds piling on, a few more buys, and one more strong buy piling on. Something happened to these guys in July. Manufactures and sells specialty chemicals for the industrial, specialty, and consumer markets worldwide. Waterproofing, coating, industrial roofing systems, sealants, air barriers, tapes, and foams. All kinds of cool stuff like that. Now, what happened to them in July? Something happened. They had a good July. So, oh wait, this is a 5-year chart. I skipped ahead a bit. Whatever happened didn't affect the price all that much. Although I also don't hate this chart all that much. It's not a terrible chart. It's also not super great. It's very middle of the road kind of chart. With EPS growth and more. Very interesting. RPM. Oh, this might have done it. This might have perked some people up to it because they started making acquisitions. Snaps up Dudick. I can't help but ha! Dudick. It's funny. Arbaline has acquired Dudick, a high-performance coating, flooring system, and tank linings provider. I mean, yeah, that's the business they're in. And when you say tank lining, you mean like a storage tank, right? We're not lining tanks like war tanks. Maybe we are. I don't know. Maybe they're covered in some kind of special lining to protect themselves from explosives and other tanks. I don't know. I don't really know how tanks work. Will enable Carboline to fortify its position in the secondary containment linings market as a well recognized product. With annual revenues of $10 million, makes how much did they pay? Company increased cash. How much did they pay for Dudick? Or did they not disclose that? Increased price target to 100. Okay. Based on 2 holds, 2 buys. Maybe it wasn't a disclosed amount. That's probably fine too. What is it I have open? Oh, this is the Google tab. Some have more dollars and cents. Yes, I would agree. Earnings per share are growing. Yeah, I didn't look at that. Ah, no, they're not. I'm kind of. Excuse me. I'm seeing stagnation in 2020, and I don't know it's because of COVID. I don't think so, because suddenly things are starting to decline after quarter 3. That's not what you would expect from, a recovery. But if you're not a failing company, if you don't think it's worth it, you're not going to exactly acquire stuff like that either. What else to think of this? Map to growth aids RPM amid cost woes. Is there any conversations on this one? Do people discuss this, and what do they have to say? RPM equals Fortune 500. Oh, did they join the Fortune 500 recently? Ooh. Time for a split. A split? Bruh, it's $90. Calm down. Again, another kind of middle of the road company that doesn't make me terribly enthused, but it's not like it's a failure either. I saw a lot of mixed things in there, and some other things that I can just generally describe as neutral. So I'm gonna have to go with a, I mean, middle of the rating numbers and opinions equals middle of the, sorry, not middle of the rating, middle of the road. Middle of the road numbers and opinions equal middle of the road rating, which is a hold. So RPM is a hold from me. We'll see if that works out.